Hello mates, I'm here today to get us all on the same page regarding this season that's approaching really quickly. There's a few things I want to cover as we prepare for our season together. The first thing I want to identify is that we have each signed up to pay $150 to play 90 minutes of 11v11 soccer. This means one of two things. Either A, I think I'm young still and I'm just playing in a league and don't really know what I'm getting into. Or secondly, I think I know it all and I still got what it takes to dominate, which both are fine. Every player on this team will think they know it all. So when we show up to play, just remember, we're a team, not individuals. The second thing I want to identify is that we've each come from a different background with different philosophies and different experiences. For example, Joe Schmo over here was taught how to play soccer at age 2 by his dad. Billy Blue over here has a middle school coach who was awesome and taught him soccer a different way. And then you have Coach Jay John who is coaching high school soccer right now and he thinks he knows it all. And then you have this other coach over here, Coach Ron or something like that, who's coached college level soccer. So everyone who's coming to the team at the age of 30 or higher thinks they know everything there is to know about soccer from their experiences, from their background, from their philosophy. And Organizational 101 says that none of that really matters. So when we come together as a team, it doesn't matter what you learned at age 2, age 12, or in high school or college. Each game, we identify what our objectives are, and as a team, we agree to that game plan, and we attack according to so. For example, it does not help to have a game plan that says, chip the ball over everyone and land right here and go for the header, when 90% of our team is 4 foot tall. So the game plan has to complement our team. The third thing I want to identify is the difference between information and frustration. As a 30-year-old who thinks that I know it all, I will easily get frustrated when my expectations are not being met or communicated. But it's important as a team that we communicate information because when frustration comes out, that now messes with our EQ, and EQ messes with our play. And it's important as a team that we communicate the information and not the frustration. It's like I tell my kids, it's okay to be frustrated, but it's not okay to be yelling at me just because you're frustrated. The fourth thing I want to identify is the subbing or the zoning process. Each game we will have 3 zones, the defensive zone, the mid zone, and the attacking zone, which includes the attackers and the wings. Prior to each game, we will communicate where you're at in each zone, whether it's defense, mids, or attacks. During the game, it's on you as the adult to simply sub in and sub out as you need or as you see fit. If you're tired, simply walk off, call for help. If you've been sitting too long, simply call someone out. If a different zone is in need and you're not in that zone, that's fine. This just helps us to stay organized. And the last thing I want to talk about is our default game plan. This means it does not matter what we grew up thinking how soccer goes. As a team, this is the default. This is what we start with. And as the game progresses, we can change and morph and identify weak spots and then decide if we want to adopt a different game plan. For all games, we're going to keep it very simple and work with this.
All right, let's say this is our transition from defense into offense. We now have the ball. Our sub-objective now is to just play keep away in a very passive and composed manner. The goal is to change their shape often enough that they get tired. We wouldn't actually go and zigzag around, but a more organized fashion would be this U shape that many of you have already seen before. As the U goes back and forth, you get a little bit closer to the halfway line. Our next sub-objective is to look for one of our outlets. The outlets are located here, just on the outside of the 50 and the outside. As soon as we cross that 50-yard mark, then we switch to flip. We are no longer passive, we are now aggressive. We're going to look for the center mid and go directly to the goal. This is our primary objective, our top highest objective. Why? Because in soccer, the team with the most points wins. This is the goal. This is why we play soccer, to win. Find a lane and shoot. If it's not there, take a detour. If that's not there, get the ball to the flag, cut in for a support pass or shot to net. And then last option is to drop back and look for a different outfit or a different angle of attack.
But no matter what, Jeremiah and I want you to have fun, because we believe that when you have fun on a team, there's better chemistry, and better chemistry builds for better opportunities to score. I'll see you guys on the pitch.